the fridge. I can see it now. I'm gonna go look at the fridge. And we're gonna put the body in it because the body is gonna be big enough to put in the fridge. There's a very scary body. It's a very scary fridge. Can we fit it in here?
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's more than big enough and cold enough. Honestly, it's perfect. All we have to do is plug the fridge back in.
Yes. Yes.
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box. A giant electric mammal awakens. The dead body is going to be safe in the embrace of its cold innards.
Great. The owners of this building will just have to keep paying for the electricity sucked up by this monstrosity a little longer. Let's return to the fridge.
Wait. Hold on. Did he say return to the fridge? I was chuckling to myself about electric
The bear's
bill.
eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Of course. I'll take the head, you take the feet. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but we'll manage.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge.
Oh,
The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
that was a wet.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You have created an ice bear sarcophagus.
Behold.
Talk of the ice bear sarcophagus must not leave this room. Did we though? Okay, maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Oh, come on, perception.
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition.
Oh yeah.
It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
We winning.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
I gotta take some screenshots. Because frankly, that's a nice shot there. And I message it to myself. Wonderful. Let's go in this
They
nostril.
are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Go, let's do it.
Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
His nose?
You pick it between your fingers. The mess is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
I don't want that rot slop all over my garden gloves.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth. lolling around like a scallop.
It's under, I guess I need to examine around it.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now.
It's in the back.
Look in. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate,
We got something?
you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. The edges appear darkened.
Maybe some kind of injection.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both
I wish I
in,
had, like-
you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
I wish I had, like, calipers or something.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
But something has pierced his brain.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
I had no idea.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
Interesting how we're focusing on the parts that talk to me.
This is what he used to regulate his emotions with. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
I gotta move that out of the way.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
I'm boring through this. There's like a flesh tunnel in his head now.
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Metal.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium. This is the irregularity you felt before, the one that was too tiny to register consciously.
Tiny fraction.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Come on, interfacing. You can't fail me now.
You pick the
got it.
object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal.
I got it.
With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Good.
The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth.
I forgot I was
The
in his
garden
mouth.
glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
Man got shot.
A bullet.
Oh, God. I was enamored by the whole situation. I know I ought to spill the beans. I've done this scene before, but this is under a new setting with the fridge. And I gotta apply my drama for the YouTube audience. So, oh yeah, bro does not have a head anymore. That's just a glove-shaped hole.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Yeah, sure.
Of course. You deserve it.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Yeah, damn right.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Them Hardy Boys are
he's
gonna
proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
It was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Most likely.
I have had my doubts for a while now, since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands, and no claw marks on his neck. There have been other signs too, small things.
Before I get fooled.
We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
That's, yeah, I mean, it sounds, I'll ask, but, it sounds a bit overkill.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
I think I need to wash
Oh,
myself.
you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Who did this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Yeah.
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
The bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
Maybe, Renee, the old military man, can recognize it. I mean, it's all deformed from piercing through a man's head, but...
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
True.
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After
Thank
you
you.
bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
But I want the boots. I want the boots, but like, I also don't want to sacrifice Kim for the entire rest of tomorrow. We need to get the body to processing. I mean, the toxicology report won't do anything, but we might as well get the body actually out of the town, huh? Maybe I'll do stuff until it's late, and then I'll tell him? And then, like, less time will have elapsed? Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll wait until maybe 1500, and I'll give up the boots. Maybe I shouldn't have been so hasty on getting all that perception, but... Well, I guess refrigerating did a lot of good, huh? The bullet. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks like a fanciful jacket button than something that can pierce skin, flesh, and bone. I got 5 points, holy crap. Let's start doing some stuff I missed. Let's wash off the death smell. Ice cream maker, man from Hamdall, man with sunglasses, mirror. Kim has a volition check. Doorbell. Dice maker, mirror, Kuno. I'll put a point into conceptualization, and I definitely will not fail. I won't fail Joyce's check this time. No more snake eyes. Wait, hold on. What was this check again?
Hello again, officers.
Also conceptualization.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh, the armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one.
Whew.
I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time! No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
The gloves are good.
Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 1938, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Whoops.
His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Oh. But pain threshold and psyche learning caps. This is very good. This is very, very good. You know what? I might just wait 2 days. I'll take the boots off of the body while Kim is asleep here. And then the next day I'll send them off to processing in the evening. So there's not gonna be much
You're
time.
back. Good. What can I help you with?
There won't
More
be much
lessons
time.
in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
There won't be any possible messing ups this time.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
Great bodies of water, forest-covered surfaces, clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay.
Thank you, Shivers.
The world is a suzerainty
Yes.
of Revachol.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included. Elysium.
Elysium.
It does. There are those who would call it hell. A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
Some people think it's good when humanity was finding all of it. People hate it also because it sucks.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit. Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside, sideways.
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day.
What?
You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revachol Grad.
That's Moose. Or an ease.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
Corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the
Whoa,
surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
We're on a chunk of a sphere? What?
A cold fear seeps into you.
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
So, we're on a disk that probably broke off a planet, and paleness covers 72% of the surface of the planet, which means that the remaining 28% is Elysium?
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
That does not sound very disco.
But you already have. And you're doing just fine, despite the rubble.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity.
Damn.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
Yeah, what's...
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What?
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this whole exercise. Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here, unless you can convince him to step aside.
He's gonna be gone eventually anyway. I guess I might try it.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Glad to have been of assistance.
So, okay, is there like some kind of creeping non-existence coming up? Is this like the environmental disaster of the Revacholian era? 8,000 years of history hasn't put the societies down, but by God. I guess the supernatural has to. What was that? What am I doing? Map. Oh, I have my conceptualiz. God damn it. My conceptualization went up. I can talk to Tommy. It's worrying. Worrying. Just get me over there.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
What?
No, just no. I can already see it's failed, and I'm stopping it now. Until you have good poetry, you have no poetry.
Damn. I suck. And I should have put my conceptualization jacket on. Darn. Hardy, I can shake the Hardy. Come on, boy, you're gonna get rough. We're gonna get rough today because I know something you don't, boy.
It's you again. What is it?
Boy, I know. I found a bullet in his head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He just got shot.
I guess it's on little logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
One of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
I'm worried Titus is going to try and take it, but he's also just denying that he had any involvement, so it's probably fine.
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
They're unshakable.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
Yeah, you don't want him drinking.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Damn it.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere.
This authority still. I mean, I know I have some things that are giving me negative authority, but I'm not getting rid of the thought. I can definitely take off the glasses. But this isn't working out very well.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
No way I can fight this guy. There's 7 of them.
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
This guy's voice must have hurt so much after today.
Let
that
me
day.
state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys, Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Oh my god, it's still 3? Oh.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Think I'd tell you?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, I shouldn't give him any info.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is
Damn
no
it.
witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
I forget what those races mean, but I'm gonna go with it.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
Yeah, you guys are not a quiet bunch.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
Thank you, Kim.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Great witness.
I can't say anything else.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word.
Thank you, Half-Life.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
It's still only Snake Eyes
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
I'm gonna shake the shit out of you, man.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Thanks, Half-Light. You're surprisingly useful.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn.
And Glenn.
Glenn is fucking crazy.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Colonel's bad news.
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
I don't think so.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zilagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
A cannon? He's mounting down the stairs.
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what, huh?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Get him with the bees.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E.
Oh.
He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
You know how Eugene, I think Perception, or somebody said Eugene had a plectrum around his neck? I looked it up while I was watching back the video to see what I should name the video, and a plectrum is like a guitar pick.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? What do you mean, okay?
Okay, they're gonna destroy you.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
Titus seems tired.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Yeah, this might actually work out. -1 authority. I got anything that boosts authority? I don't think so, but I might as well check. Decor, drama, minus authority. Uh-oh. Half-light, drama, and electrochemistry. Logic, suggestion, logic, minus authority. Yeah, and let's give it a go.
It's you again. What is it?
I probably have a 20% chance of getting this right. 28% chance. I have points to burn.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Gun?
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing.
What gun thing? What? I don't,
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
No, asshole. You're nobody. I'm the law.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment! We get it. You're all the law.
Let's just all cool off.
Yeah.
We had some questions, that's all.
Ah. Damn it. I'm not doing the gun thing. No, I'm not doing the gun thing. Ooh. Okay. Authority. Yes. This should give me a map. Titus. Do I have any other authority checks I can try out first? No? Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
I have enhanced skills, Titus. You're going down, boy. It's even. It's not very even, actually, but it's even.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal.
Yay.
All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Here we go!
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
Ouch! Oh no!
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Okay.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Oh, I think I know the answer, which is a few days ago.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open.
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
I see where this is going.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
How can I see past his collar?
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Oh, the front.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
Silence in the ranks.
What do you think I meant?
Did you do karaoke?
Yeah, tons of it. All the songs. No, we just fucked. That's all.
Oh, well,
I'm not
okay.
gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
You're right. Yep, okay.
Good boy.
Okay, yep.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Okay. What's up, Kim? Yep.
Officer, what was that?
What? Was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yeah.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Thank you, Roderick. Yeah.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable. So she overheard you, or did you party together? Anything else?
And I am very obviously mentally incompetent.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Nope.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Okay. I got 3 more points for anything I want. She's still on the roof of the building though. How do I... Oh, her room is loaded.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Indeed, perception. Indeed. Upstairs, huh? Pile of dirty clothes. A woman's. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. The bathroom. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
A lot of drugs?
It's been used quite a lot. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners. Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
She must not be doing so
Nacra.
hot.
This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout.
Oh yeah, this is not above board.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian, marked red blister packs you find What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Okay, electrochemistry, I'll let you take the reins for a moment. Electrochemistry, reaction speed, light, physical instrument, conceptualization, electrochemistry, electrochemistry. I am chemicaled to the gills.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and...
Oh, might as well say this.
Anything of note?
A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
I don't need the speed.
It's speed, man.
I don't need
just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
I don't need it.
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
No. Why did I expect things to go well when I'm answering to... Oh, wrong shirt. Why did I expect things to go well when I'm subscribing to electrochemistry? Oh, well actually both of these boost electrochemistry. I need pants that don't do that. Oh, my glasses. There they are. This is the roof of the building.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges.
Why is it eerie?
But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
The window was replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
So eerie. It's its own loading screen? The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Finger pistols.
Your 9mm semi-automatic finger pistols produce a satisfying snap. Strange for such a low-caliber finger gun to sound so chunky. The flower in your other hand is impressed. So is Kim. That's not entirely true. The lieutenant is looking at the door to the east and mostly misses them.
Cred. I might as well talk to her. What? The Maybell? This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of muguets. That you found on the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Indeed. It's still snowy.
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
There's a flower about death.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
Thank you for my telepathy.
Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Thank you, reaction speed. I knew it was a good idea for you to be around. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Sorry for that. Someone in my Discord server encountered a Gungeon glitch chest and got his
Welcome to the
kicked
room.
in. The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Oh, about the body.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
I just got a achievement called Hyperstellar Law Official from saying 7 deranged superstar lines.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Not really asked.
Oh, I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette. It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters.
What is your name? I gotta take this really smoothly. I don't want to fuck this up.
Clausier Amondou.
Okay.
Same name that Titus gave you. Like her accent, it sounds Oranese. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Oh, I can't see her.
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
I don't see anything.
I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
I don't think I want to show her the photograph.
A bad memory, officer.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Pale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Revachol, the coalition. People consider it a reasonable superpower. They will make you into a fiscal colony, divert your natural resources, hold patents and shares, but they won't threaten to wipe you out anytime, like Revachol did in its prime.
I guess that's a little better.
Of lilacs and lightning, parks, glass, duraluminum. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
Oh.
I'm 28.
28.
Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
Literature student, okay.
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
Good job, conceptualization.
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
I do have the urge to save the world.
That's the natural state of the Revacholian hero.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Oranese literature.
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Show her money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Why would I want to look at her passport? That sounds like fascism doubting her ethnicity or something.
The record. So official.
Nice room.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Is it... Why?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol? Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
How long?
About 4 months.
Why
Here in the Whirling,
Martinez?
I heard this is where the washed up disco has-beens go. I'm really not.
I mean, 28. I don't know.
I'm winter.
How long?
About 4 here in the Whirling. I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here, and she isn't really hiding it either.
The prescription drugs?
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
This is quite impressive.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
God, everybody's dying from fucking drugs around here.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
Prep time?
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Depression.
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically. Very funky.
New window?
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Guess she doesn't want to say anything.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Do you know the wildflower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Fragile.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Sambo? Is that like Rambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
I see.
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna start up another one immediately after this. Sorry for the cliffhanger. I'm getting to the important stuff now.